Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another severe weather breakdown. Now today we're going to be talking about an ongoing severe weather outbreak that's bringing damaging winds, large hail, and even tornadoes to a certain portion of the United States. So let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, where we have a slight risk of severe weather across parts of southwest Texas. We have a marginal risk outside of that across parts of west Texas and eastern New Mexico. We have a marginal risk of severe weather up for parts of northeast North Dakota, northwest Minnesota, and a marginal risk of severe weather across portions of the Ohio Valley. Tornado threat for today. If you're in that green area, you have a 2% chance to see a tornado in your town. That does include the cities of Fort Stockton, Texas, Carlsbad, New Mexico, and Pecos, Texas. So if you're in those areas, make sure that you do have a tornado action plan in place today. Damaging wind threat for today. If you're in any of those brown areas, that's a 5% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour higher in your town. Some of the cities that are going to have to look out for that today include Albuquerque, New Mexico, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Loretto, Texas, Youngstown, Ohio, and Santa Fe, New Mexico. Hail threat for today. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger, and if you're in either of the brown areas, you have a 5% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger, so make sure to look out for that. Now, moving on to tomorrow, we have another slight risk of severe weather across parts of Texas and Louisiana. We have a marginal risk outside of that goes all the way from Kansas back into Louisiana, and then we also have a marginal risk in the upper Midwest tomorrow. Tornado threat for tomorrow. If you're in that green area, you have a 2% chance to see a tornado in your town. That includes the cities of Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Pasadena, Texas, Waco, Texas, Beaumont, Texas, Lufkin, Texas, all the way out towards Alexandria, Louisiana, so look out for that. Make sure you do have a tornado action plan in place. Damaging wind threat for tomorrow. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town. If you're in either of the brown areas, you have a 5% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town, so make sure to look out for that. Hail threat for tomorrow. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger in your town, and if you're in either of the brown areas, you have a 5% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger in your town. Now, moving on to Monday here, we have another slight risk of severe weather for portions of Dixie Alley. If we take a look at the probabilistic maps, we see that we do have a hatch risk for something. So that's either going to bring the threat for destructive winds or more likely very large hail. Now, moving on to what the models are showing for the next few days here, we see right now we do have our storms impacting places like the Ohio Valley, and then also our storm setup out there in portions of Texas and New Mexico. Mainly just going to be an isolated severe threat today, nothing crazy, but I will go live if necessary. We go into 2 a.m. tonight. Some of those storms start to move into areas like the Texas Panhandle, the Oklahoma Panhandle, southwest Kansas, and then we go into 9 a.m. tomorrow and we see our next round of storms really start to get going here across parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Again, the main threat with these are going to be damaging winds and large hail, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out through midnight tomorrow night into Monday. Speaking of Monday, we go into Monday, 6 a.m. We're still seeing some of those supercells firing off all the way from Mississippi back into Kansas. Then going all the way into 3 p.m. on Monday, that kind of sweeps into areas like Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi. All right, so we're going to have to look out for that. And then Tuesday, I am actually expecting that we do get some sort of risk for severe weather eventually, because things are honestly looking pretty intense, all right? I'm thinking areas like Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, all the way back through the Midwest are going to have to watch out for a potential severe threat on Tuesday, especially in the morning time hours. But even going into areas like Tuesday night, we're talking about areas like West Virginia, Kentucky, Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, still having that threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms. So moving on to what the watches, warnings, and advisories are right now across the country. Very calm overall, actually, all right? We do have some flood watches up for portions of central Montana as a bit of a flooding system will move through with the potential for heavy rainfall in several locations. We do have a couple of special weather statements out there in eastern Ohio right now for some strong storms. But other than that, pretty calm right now. So finally, let's go and take a look at the Eastern Pacific here, because if you don't know, we got a hurricane coming up or some sort of tropical system. So here's your update for that, all right? This is Friday at 1 p.m., all right? We're talking about the system really starting to get going there. It's a 993 millibar low. It's going to get stronger and stronger there as it heads up towards portions of southwest Mexico. And luckily, the models are not really showing that this is going to make landfall. They're mainly painting it that it goes out to sea here. But even by Thursday into the next week, we could still be dealing with this. This is Thursday, May 23rd, and it's going to continue out there, all right, all the way out towards Monday of the next week. And then we've got another system coming in after that we're going to have to watch now. This is Monday, May 27th. We're going to be watching for another tropical system potential. But just kind of to recap here, our tropical system that we are talking about coming in the very near future, around Thursday, Friday, this kind of gets set up. Saturday, it kind of swings in there towards Mexico. Definitely going to bring some higher waves, maybe some wind, some rain, but it's not going to be anything too intense because landfall is not expected. And then eventually that will just shift out to sea most likely, alright? So anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.